What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. If you missed it yesterday, we shot pretty well. Shot pretty well in True Sim. We are looking to try and put up some good numbers here on the weekend tonight with a chance at a win on True Sim and in a major nonetheless. So we'll see how that goes. The kind of bright side to this week is we're playing True Sim early, which means our rounds will be done pre-patch. On the downside to that, our Platinum Tour rounds tomorrow will be post-patch. And as I understand it, the patch is going to be making quite a few gameplay adjustments, probably nerfing a lot of shots. Some shots are going to get a little bit of a buff. But yeah. I mean, it's not that we don't hit perfects with like our tee shots and everything, but approach shots, I believe, are getting brought down to be more like the tee shots. Tee shots, even relative to what the tee shots are now, I think everything might even actually get slightly smaller than what the tee shots are. So we'll see how everything scales and how everything plays. May lend itself well for us on True Sim, not so much for Plat. That being said, we do hit our points on tee shots quite a bit. It may mean that we're still going to stray away from some of the other shot types, power drive even more, but it also makes sense as to why they are increasing 2 levels. I think they're realizing that the scaling is going to get out of hand, so they're making everything tougher and allowing us to boost stuff further. So we'll see how that goes. I don't have the time, for running Plat and stuff tonight as well. I'm gonna stick to the schedule that we have. The schedule that we have, I can't even. I wouldn't be able to squeeze things in, and we're already off schedule this week because I've got family visiting on Thursday. So we're just gonna roll with it. It is what it is. We'll do all that we can do, but hopefully we'll be fine. I think the biggest adjustment is that like pitches and chips and stuff are supposed to roll out differently on higher lofted clubs, so that's something that we'll really have to adjust to. Alright, let's start with I meant to do matchmaking because I don't want to do this local match. Let's do a Top Golf to start because that's going to be on Pro-Am and is going to throw us off, and then we'll hop into my career and go from there. But what's going on, John? Good evening. Running your 3rd and 4th rounds in CC tonight? Yeah, this week's gonna be a little unfair, so to speak, because the change happens midweek. This kind of always happens with the big updates. Like, they're never going to push it on a weekend. It's never going to line up in between TGC stuff, because TGC is third party. It's not that they don't care, but like, they're deploying changes like in the middle of the week so that if there are issues, they can fix them. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm hoping that it makes for a good balance. I know that it's probably going to hit a lot of CC players pretty hard. May even hit some of the lower Pro Tour players pretty hard too. We'll see how it affects the players at the top. I mean, the people at the top don't miss, but at the same time, like approach shots being a narrower margin, there is more room for it to miss. Oh, that is well off the mark. That is well off the mark. That's a little bit better. Swinging in the truly straight line is definitely tough. Oh, why was it defaulted to like an 80% shot? I mean, that works. 30 points. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of the 30. Oh, it's because it rolled over from the previous shot. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually gotten a 30-pointer before. Yeah, Topgolf Daily Quest yesterday. Yeah, that's what we've got right now. I think we actually have a Topgolf Weekly Quest as well. But I'm definitely not doing that. Definitely not doing the weekly one. But I'll do the daily. Hopefully we can win it. And then if we can win it, we'll be one step closer to getting that quest done. 50 VC makes it barely worth it. Yeah, but it's also, I don't know, it's not that long, so it's kind of that weird trade-off. Yeah, same thing goes for like the Divot Derby and stuff. They're not. Oh man. Almost hold it. Yeah, time investment. Time investment is not bad. What's up, Not? I'm very curious to see how the rhythm and transition changes are. Because that's going to have some big implications for how we play things when it comes to partials and whatnot. Also kind of crazy that they, I mean, good on them, put the patch notes out ahead of the patch. I still find it kind of odd, and maybe they'll have something more official, but they want to give the TGC community a heads up because they're more in tune part of the game's community. Definitely still an odd thing to me that like patch notes and stuff are distributed through not even just content creators, but just people that have some sort of tie with the devs. All right, 10 birdies or better. That's easy. All right, let's get to it. My career. Because a lot of times stuff is coming through. I mean, and maybe some of them are given the information and they just didn't post it to like Twitter and Discord. They posted it to, you know, like their YouTube. Stuff like that. Do we have our rivals set? Yep, we got Willie Z. What? Sponsor, sponsor, sponsor. Oh. Or XP. Well, I mean, followers, because what am I going to do with XP at this point? Now, I would hope that they would have put us, you know, made a fake cover to put our avatar on. But unfortunately, we're just the face of the game, and that's as far as they take it. I don't know. The interview stuff, like, I guess for some people that has to be good career mode. I don't care for it. I don't care for it. To me, it just ends up being like a spam through these menus to get some boost for your character or whatever. Like, you just go through it so quickly. Alright, this is one that I feel like we're always so far down. Just lay it up. It'll probably still be within... Ooh. You're off the mark there, that's for sure. First swing of the day. We're well off it. This actually looks like a really good lie. Okay, there's the perfect and then the closed. Yeah, everything's soft. Ooh, that's... I was rolling quite a bit. Okay, so gotta feel like I'm swinging inside to straight. There we go. Yeah, so that's the thing for me. Like, if we can find quad perfects on tee shots as is, it's not that it will be, you know, not survivable for us. It's definitely going to be tougher. Like, I don't want to devalue that. I'm getting closed. Oh, right, it's like very soft greens. I gotta... Gotta get after it. I also need to take this camera off. I don't need to be... Although it would be interesting, like, leaving the grids on and putting the putting and approach cam and seeing how that affects our reads. Using that almost as a sort of practice. Okay, I got scared. I did drop 300 frames, but it's only 300 frames. It's nowhere near. I am... okay. My swing feel is off, and I'm like double crossing myself. Jackson Jordan, what's going on? Am I gonna... I think in order to get there, I'm gonna need to take like a 5-iron, and I don't think that's gonna clear this lip. I think I have to lay this up. Alright, now this is one that I haven't dealt with much, is like, how much through the wind is this gonna cut on the partial? Because there's no way that a 13 mile an hour wind only plays like 2 yards on this. Like, I think we have to play it like a half. Right, something like here. Little more than half because of the zip. Little more than half because of the zip. Oh man. Game is fun, but you have 23? 23 was definitely good. I had a good time with 23. For sure. This game is certainly improved in some things. You know, I think how improved probably depends on your relationship with the tempo mechanic. Yeah, this game has an angled swing. gonna be like 10 yards short. It's soft. I mean, inches. Inches. Speaking of holeouts, if all goes according to plan, I should have a best shots of season 1 compilation video coming out tomorrow. I've been trying to keep track as best I can. Think I've got everything? That's so tough. I've tried fading it, and that ends up just absolutely killing it. 153 up the hill. I gotta add some pace. Nice. Nice putt. I mean, of course it was a nice putt. It was 69%. Yeah, we're rolling in some quads right now. Nice smooth swing, making sure that we're prepped and ready for tomorrow. I feel like there's I don't know, I feel like there's a little bit of paranoia that I'm giving myself with how much we're gonna get affected by things tomorrow, but I think we're gonna be okay. I feel like we're striking things well enough. I think we're gonna be okay. $152. Yeah, soft's right at it. Oh, wow. That turned over... I mean, that distance is what I wanted. That turned over so much to the right. I thought it was going to start left and that wind wasn't going to bring it back over. Speed ran TPC Sawgrass, shot one over. I'm so bad at speed running. I cannot play fast. I'm curious because like the tie spinner and stuff is supposed to really change too. Came out even lower. All right, this is a test. This is always a test. I want to keep trying to get better at these. I'm on PS5, Jackson. I'm on PS5. Okay, so that ended up being too much. I'm just trying things for science. I am just trying things for science. That's fine. I'm messing with some stuff. Those are experimental shots. I'm experimenting with some putting things as I like try and do some visualizations here. I'm not in any way panicked. Okay, I thought the wind was going to take it more. But this is again... Trying to mess with the thought with putting. It's not quite panning out. Hey, what up, Busey? Good evening. I'm trying like different stuff with visualizing because I'm not a good putt visualizer. 244. 30. Alright, well we can... I closed the face. I was gonna say we can definitely check down on our hybrid here. But even that's too much. Okay. Things are going pretty well, Fly Guy. We're just getting going. We almost hold one out already. I'm just trying to test some things, trying to kind of get a feel. Trying to get a feel for how stuff breaks. Trying to get some good visualizations in mind. Because maybe I can find some things that help me make putts. Maybe not, but maybe. Oh, that's so close. It's so close. Hey, welcome back, Bryce. I put backspin on it. Yeah, so technically backspin is the right stick down when you're in your shot shaping. But I found in this game that putting the loft on is more effective at stopping the ball than just pure backspin. Fixing putting, many have tried, few succeed. Yeah, I'm not a good putter, never have been. So I kind of figure, what's the harm in trying to switch things up and get better at it, you know? Come on, you need to stay right. Feed this ridge. Come on, ball, keep moving. It's 153 greens. Really? I'm honestly a bit surprised by that. Not gonna lie. Ooh, that was close. That was close to being low. And we'll just lay it up. We'll just lay it up. Downhill. Wind's gonna take it a bit. Still very soft, so I think I just have to take just a touch off. Just a touch. Not a ton, just a touch. Could be left, isn't it? Alright, a little bit of an over aim. That scared me. That, not gonna lie, that scared me. That hung out there, broke back in right at the end, but broke back a lot later than I anticipated. Yeah, I feel like these changes that are gonna happen are the people that practice swing already a lot. I feel like their practice swinging goes up even more because the precision window becomes what the tee shots are. We're not gonna get 15 yards out of this, so maybe get 8. It's soft. I gotta stretch it. Gotta stretch it. Yeah, what up, Johnny? Welcome back. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Now we're just getting warmed up. I'm trying to mess with some putting stuff. Trying some different visualizations. Seeing if I can get anything that clicks, anything that improves. I mean, my inputs have been pretty solid tonight. It's just been some of the reads, so trying to make sure that I've got everything tuned. A little bit of an underswing, but we're just barely gonna get through there. Tough thing is it's soft, but then it's fast. But like, That's a very good landing zone. That is a very good landing zone. We take those. I feel like I have like a hair or a fuzz or something in my mouth. Not the most fun. What's going on, ears? Little proximity. Little proximity. Let's see here. 162. 151 carry. That's 10 yards short. It's softs. Could 93% still be the trick? No. Bounce is not quite what it needs to be. Ooh, never mind, that got some release. It almost was correct. How's that proximity, ears? Is that pretty good too? Precision around the flat course or after the patch. That's the part that concerns me, is we're gonna be playing post patch. Underswung it, so we were never gonna run back there. Yeah, ears. Like, not that we can't, because we definitely do hit our inputs, you know, on the tee shots, but to have it be, you know, not as big of a forgiveness window. Is kind of tough. I thought that was going to come down across a lot more. How do you get? How do you know how much wind? The blue meter inside of the wind gauge, that corresponds to the number. So we've just got enough practice that we read off of there. Yeah, so partials will be harder. I guess it's the transition timing is going to be less forgiving, which I think is a good thing, because partials right now I think are mega easy. That doesn't mean that they won't still be very doable, you know, but they'll be tougher. But they're also going to be balancing the other shot sweet spots out to be more like the tee shot. At least approach being the big, the one that's affected the most, because it's the one that is so different compared to the rest. It has such a big sweet spot. And then I think even that, the tee shot, like what it's being referenced to, I think is going to be smaller by like a hair. So like this tee shot might get like just a touch smaller and everything else kind of be similar. But yeah, transition timing, tougher, that stuff's balanced. Sounds like some higher, like there are some buffs in there too. you know, like the higher lofted shots, yeah, with chips and pitches, because right now, like, the pitches roll out a crap ton and the chips roll out a crap ton. I think, you know, your 60 degree and stuff, like, that stuff's gonna start being a little bit less. So there is gonna be that as well. Good line. Stay up. Stay up. Ah, man, we've been pretty close to a couple of hole outs. That one would have been for the ace. Nice little stretch down here on the back nine. Want a 1v1L? No thanks. I'm good. I'm good. That does remind me, though, if anybody wants to hop in a little bit here, we're going to be doing... Why do I feel like I'm well ahead of schedule? I guess because I am well ahead of schedule. So, we're still going to play another... I guess because the Top Golf Daily was kind of an awkward length. So I'm going to play another career mode. Another career mode warm-up here. But after that, we will be diving into some daily master rank tours if anybody is interested in that. I know I'm giving heads up a little bit earlier because I thought we were closer to the normal time for that, but alas, we are not. All right, take those. Santino, welcome back. Steve, what's going on? Hole in one today. Santino, we were just this close. We were just this close. Only love me? Your swings are terrible? That's okay. That is a-okay. Everybody starts somewhere. Don't know if I have game sponsors or not. No, I'm not sponsored by anybody. I have no brand affiliations. I prefer the 2K ones though. I mean, obviously like the old EA ones, like there's nostalgia, you know, for the 2000s Tiger Woods stuff, but as far as like the 2K series versus the most recent EA game, I'm taking 2K. Yeah, what's going on, Gary? Good evening. Hello, hello. Private Jarker Bob, welcome back. All right, so yeah, let's run another one of these career modes. I'm just trying to get these wins done. Trying to get these sponsors done. And then after that, we will run the daily ranked tours, and then we will hop into the main event of True Sim. Try and get after a win. Which is kind of crazy, because we've been so far behind on all the other courses, but on the tough stuff, we've been staying steady. We've been staying steady so far. Don't want to jinx it because we've got a couple more rounds that we got to get through. Think they're trying to make the game harder? I think a little bit, Gary, yeah. I think a little bit. you have to figure the game's been out for what, 12 weeks now, plus the early access period. Yeah, I think they've had a lot of time to be able to collect data. Really see probably how frequently on different difficulties people are hitting different inputs and stuff. Getting some feedback. I'm not necessarily surprised that they're like waiting to do like big balancing changes at season change. I think bug fixes are for the patches along the way. I think if we're gonna see like big balance patches, it's gonna be on the season changes, unless it's so egregious that it has to happen sooner. No, season 2 starts in like, I think it's 14 hours and change. I think that's the time frame that we're looking at. This is a tough shot to get at. I didn't even take a good angle at it. I mean, I think this is about what you're looking for. Trying to be just kinda... It's kinda somewhere back here. It's too high. I get the concept. I'm like trying to do the thing where you like think of the point that you have to pass over like 2/3 to the hole, but honestly, that's not really working for me. Okay, that feel of being out to the right is not right. 8 or 9 o'clock tomorrow. Yeah, I think it's like 8 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow. That came out like not at all, geez. I keep leaving the face open. This time is gonna be okay, but apparently on this grip it's shifted a little bit for me. Yeah, I think it's whenever the shop normally changes over. Okay, I'm getting, for whatever reason, I'm letting my thumb get more and more to the right. Not making things easy on myself. Yeah, just left to straight. I don't know why I'm going like left to right or left to left. It is a... it's such a simple thing. 93% left to straight. Yeah, what's going on, Stando? What up, dude? Pat had me scared last night. He was telling me about your round 4 in True Sim. And he was like, well, yeah, Stando popped off, so he might... Yeah, like, that's a round to contend with. But I was relieved when I looked at the leaderboard and saw that I had a 9 stroke cushion at the weekend. I was like, okay. No, I'm sticking to my schedule, so Platt's gonna get... I'm gonna get wrecked in Platt tomorrow, probably, but at the same time... I don't know, at the same time, we're able to hit our points on tee shots and stuff, so, you know I can do it when they shrink the approach margin. Yeah, I think some people will struggle because some people are precise enough, but not as precise as one needs to be. But I feel like we do a pretty good job. Yeah, I'm able to hit my points pretty consistently, even on tee shots. Don't feel like I need to practice too much of anything. It's the transitions. The transition on partial is going to be interesting. Yeah, because I feel like I have a pretty smooth swing, and like we're on pretty low misses most of the time. But I don't know how rounded stuff is now versus how it's going to be. I think that's going to be the interesting piece to it. So we'll see. I'm not going to change my schedule. I think that's the big thing. Like, normally I play 2 true sim, 2 true sim, 2 plat, 2 plat. I don't have a Thursday stream this week, so I was going to do 2 true sim, 2 true sim, 4 plat if we make the cut. But I feel like there's no point in trying to, like, squeeze plat tonight and then, like, it is what it is. It's 1 week. I'm not really ever a win contender. See, this is what I mean though. Like, if our shots are gonna be like the tee shots, and we hit good inputs on tee shots, like I'm not mega concerned. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't have the expectation of ever winning a plat event, so. Like, personally, I'm not, like, crazy bummed out at it or anything. But, like, these misses are gonna be worse if I, like, have these mental lapses where my thumb goes off the track a little bit. I took the pace back just a touch because it was 117s and I wasn't sure what to do. Drag change? Yeah. It's gonna be... People that got in early are gonna definitely have the advantage this week. But, like, it is what it is. It's 1 week. Enjoy the food, man. Thank you for the luck. Appreciate it. It's like, I thought the wind was going to turn us back. From that visual, it wasn't really doing it, but it did hold us up enough. Did hold us up enough. That snapped. That snapped. The early part of that break was well inside of where I was thinking it was going to be. Yeah, I just don't know with the putt visualization. I'm trying stuff, but it is definitely still not working the way that I want it to. This is gonna be one of those ones that, like, on that last one snapped. Nope, and then this one doesn't snap. I don't freaking know, man. What determines the ones that, like, snap off the putter face and the ones that come flying straight through the break? Like, I don't feel like it's always a bit of a guess. I feel like it's always a bit of a guess there. 53. What's the, I guess these are just the defaults. I don't know if this is what it's actually playing. Because if these are softs, then we're not getting there with a little bit on it, I guess. A kick left. I don't know, I guess I'll play him as soft until otherwise determined. I gotta do something about this putting. I do not. I'm not a putt visualizer. I need effectively some variation of, like, an aim point system, but I can't hold my fingers up to a screen. How does that make sense, by the way? 117 greens, why does that roll out like we're on glass? Like, I think that's the part that makes zero sense to me. Underswung it. Trying to get too cute with things. I mean, it's fine because, like, this isn't the stuff that matters, but underswung that too. And needed that pace to get to the hole. Okay, come on, focus. I know it doesn't mean anything, but focus. What's going on, Richard? Excited for the update tomorrow? A little bit nervous, I guess. Because I know stuff's gonna change. And it seems like things are gonna get quite a bit more difficult. So, like, I think we'll be okay. Obviously, just sucks that it's happening midweek on a major week. Yeah, if it could happen on Thursday, that would be great. What's going on, Matthew? Does he determine the degree of slope? Yeah. No, I know. I'm saying I don't know how you can do that in game. Right? Even if I could come up with like what the slope degree is, I can't. Well, Sleazy, what's going on? Drops? I thought the drops started tomorrow. Am I wrong about that? I mean, we will have them enabled, but don't think they start today? Why am I leaving that open? Oh, that's almost it. Didn't quite get it outside enough. Yeah, tomorrow. So we'll have them. We'll have them, but yeah, it's not until tomorrow. I do appreciate that they're running them for a week this time around, as opposed to last time where it was like Thursday to a Monday or something. They're actually running these ones for a week. I mean, I think they're requiring you to watch a little bit more in order to get anything from it, but oh wow, that lie. I mean, I was playing a pretty low percentage shot there anyway. Oh, I underswung that by 3%. Okay, well, that definitely checks out. Get in there. Nice. Nice. Oh, I over-adjusted my backswing. I think that'll be the biggest thing, is not so much that it'll be the difficulty of hitting these shots. I think it's actually going to end up being the, like, just the thought in your head about missing your swing line and stuff. We'll just have to be that little bit more precise, which is certainly tough. Get in there. Okay. So, we're going to take a brief pause here at the turn. We're going to come back and we're going to finish this round out, and then we're going to play the daily master ranked tours. Anybody is welcome to join in that, so be prepared in the next little bit. We'll be getting into that. But I appreciate y'all being here. We're going to take a quick 3-minute break, and we will be right back. Baby.
It's raining.
Ads. Alright, we back. General Mills, what's going on? Points gonna be smaller the higher the difficulty. I didn't get that impression. From the patch notes, it seemed like the only thing that was going to be like specifically geared on like a per difficulty level scaling was the transition forgiveness. But from there it seemed like it's gonna play the way that it does now, and that all the difficulty levels are gonna have the same window. It's just gonna be that the lower difficulties are more forgiving. Again, I could be wrong, but that was that was my interpretation. If you don't play on Master, will you just be destroyed if you join? Are you talking about TGC, Bryce? I mean, it's definitely gonna be tougher if you're not used to it. I would say the bigger thing is the assists that are not present that you are probably used to if you're playing on Pro. As far as like the inputs themselves, I mean, I guess it depends on how much you miss, because the misses are just less forgiving as you go up. The forgiveness windows are the same. Not bad, we're still leaving those just a little bit off. Yeah, I really have to factor that. I think that's why I miss so many. I think that's why I start missing so many in like some of those ranges, is because I just get the visualized speed wrong. That's the miss to the right. Yeah, I'm like having a hard time when I try and feel like I'm straightening my swing out at the top. I'm overcorrecting right hand side. That's 100% what's happening right there. 100% what's happening right there. But like right now, feeling like I'm finishing more to the left has been a little bit better, but on like fuller swings, that doesn't do me too much good. Currently 50-50 on misses because you've been getting used to the shot line being tilted. Yeah, so going up to Master from Pro, yeah, those misses are going to happen the exact same frequency, but they will be slightly more punished. So it becomes a question then of like, by how big are you missing? I thought I hit that open, but I just barely got that on the corner. See, I still just... It's so weird, like, I just don't feel great about it. Do not feel great about it. But yeah, it's funny how I'm mishitting a lot of stuff right now because I'm thinking about, like, tomorrow. I'm thinking about, okay, what is this going to be like tomorrow? I'm gonna try and hit this. I know that's probably a really, really dumb thing to do. Okay, not as dumb as I thought. Yeah, what's going on, Lindsay? How's it going, man? Could be overreacting, might be subtle differences. Well, okay. So I think most people might not realize this. Hans Ward in the Discord, Justin Patel, he's in Plat. He's also the lead game designer. I think that's his title. So, whenever he says anything, take that as, like, the gospel truth and not just somebody, like, spitballing ideas in the Discord. So, he said that the points for approach are going to be more like tee shot. Tee shot, he said, is going to potentially even be, like, slightly smaller, which I take it to mean that everything is going to be that new, slightly smaller window. Like, approach is an egregiously big thing compared to every other shot type. And I think that's getting nerfed. I think there's some other stuff that is going to get buffed. He's the ex-EA dev. Told you to keep that secret back in the day. Oh, well. I think I've just kind of deduced it. I'll shut my mouth about it. I don't know if it's supposed to be secret or not, so we'll keep that here. Made that obvious by now, okay. But yeah, so whenever I see his name pop up in it, which, like, the fact that he even talks in the TGC Discord, I mean, to me, that's huge. But yeah, take whatever he says with less grains of salt as everybody else. So yeah, he was basically saying that we're gonna have to hit that every time. Which, like, we can do, but I definitely hit that with slightly less consistency than I do approach. But to be fair, like, approach is pretty absurd comparatively in how big it is in terms of forgiveness. I just have a stock PS5 controller. The one that came with my console before 2K23 came out. I bought it at the end of 2K21. Like, I do not have anything fancy. Do not have anything fancy. I don't know if this is gonna make it to the hole. closed. I really got randomly aggressive with that. It's always weird when like your swing feel doesn't feel crazy, but you just completely mess it up. You're like, oh. Yeah, like I was missing him out to the other side on the open, and so I tried to adjust. It's fine. But Lindsay, have you been playing? I feel like you've been playing a little bit, but not in TGC yet. I guess I don't know what your status is at this point. A little bit closed, but the way that I look at this is if I don't go all the way down here, I don't have a green light anyway. This way I at least have a chance. I did not look at my lie apparently because that was terrible. Power drives will be very tough from what I was explaining. Well, I mean, it depends on if they're changing any, like power drives are already really tight windows. So like there is also just the chance that nothing changes with the power drive, right? Like all right, let's run the daily master. Let's run the daily master. Once we get through all of this post-round career stuff. So get your games ready. Just the odd game like 2K Ranked Tours or Match Play? You'll get into it, you keep telling yourself that? So are you not enjoying the game enough, Lindsay? Is that it? Or are you just, you know, life's calling and you've got things that you'd rather be doing than TGC at the moment? I mean, either's fine. I guess I just don't think I've fully gotten your opinion on things. I feel like I'm in a weird boat that like I very much so enjoyed this because I am not like the end-all be-all putter, never have been. And so even though we can get on these runs where like I hit very good shots pretty consistently, and like we have a lot of holeouts, we have a lot of really close shots and tap-ins and stuff. I think I'm enjoying it because of obviously like the content side of things, but also like I'm not just the best. I don't play as much as most of the other top players do. purely on time constraint. You know, I do not have the same amount of time that some folks do to put into it. Yeah, I know some of these top players, like, they're probably burnt out from the last game as well, because I mean, they're just playing. I don't have that time, so I don't have quite that same level of burnout. Because we put like 1,400 in 2K21, but I only had 900 in the last game, and we're only at 186 hours in this game, which, like, sounds like a lot, but we're also through the first season already. Is it me, or did the Condor image get bigger? Is it me, or did the Condor image get a little bit bigger? All right, let me create the room. I'll put the room codes. I'll put the room code into the chats. Anybody's welcome to join. See if we can get some sort of lobby going here. Yeah, anybody is more than welcome to join. I don't love that I just heard like a Windows noise on my end. I have no idea what that's about. Streamer bots, Discord server. Oh, visit fatal UI exception on my bot. Okay. Link to the TGC Discord, not directly, Mad Golfer, but if you go to the TGC Tours website, I need to update this so that it's got the 2K25 stuff. If you go to their website, up in their media tab at the top, there is the Discord link in there. I think I was able to get my bot go. I don't know, the bot just, I sent messages and then it crashed. So, yeah, that's always a good sign. Mostly just life stuff you like to dedicate yourself and commit properly. That's fair. That's fair, Lindsay. I don't think we've talked much. Obviously, time zone's always tough. All right, we got one more slot. If anybody wants to hop in for it. I am excited that supposedly, this is what the patch notes say, that the 2K ranked tours, they're going to put different courses on for the dailies, for the different difficulties. So makes it a little bit more incentivized for those that like to, that want to play multiple of them. You're not playing the exact same one. I also said about rotating wins and pins, randomizing that stuff a little bit. And then I think it also says something about them adding some other like top community courses. Now, I don't know if that's 2K has paid them and made them official. I don't know if they're just going to be from people that have already designed courses officially for the game. That sort of thing, we'll see. But having supposedly the full official course list and some new stuff. I'm sure St. Andrews will get brought in as well. Now, I don't know if that's just for ranked or if that's for ranked and ranked tours. But, yeah, we've got some options. All right. I'm going to leave this for just a little bit more. If anybody wants that last slot, you're more than welcome to dive in. Daily Master, Ranked Tour. I'm going to check out the course details here. And then we're going to get going. Firm, and 7.1 on the green speed. A little Maddie from Canada action here. Yoho River Golf Course. All right. We're going 3 deep. We're going 3 deep. Stuck at work At 9:30 on a Tuesday? Thanks. Couldn't be me. All about that daytime life. Daytime working for me. Till 6 a.m.? Ugh. So you work the overnight. I mean, whatever works. Rotate every 4 weeks, okay. It sounds like my gut instinct is like police work or something, but I don't know if that's accurate. Ooh, I could have hit that full. What's going on, Joshua? Nerds? Yes, we are all golf nerds here. We're playing your job? Job, kind of. Not serial, though. Well, that's not as fun. Steel mill, okay. I guess that would make sense to still have overnight stuff. Like you've got 24/7 production to keep up with demand, I suppose. Choke down on this 7 a little bit, just to try and keep it short of the hole. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. Okay. Good start. Good start. Alright, well, we're cranking inputs at the moment. Can't really shut down furnaces, otherwise you won't get it back. I guess that makes sense. Like, effectively the amount of time it would take to spin it back up would just be way too much. So you just keep them going. And if you're keeping them going, then you keep working them. Gotcha. So they do rotation, I guess, as like a requirement of the job. Is that like a labor law type of requirement? Or is that just company choice to have it on rotation? Or like, are there guys that just solely work the night shift? Because I would imagine there are some people out there that actually kind of prefer it. Oh, I closed the face. been going so well with it. Yeah, what's going on, Kine? How we doing? Welcome back. Oh. It took such a long time to set up that approach shot. And just scuffed it. Emergency maintenance sometimes is good, sometimes not. Well, yeah, the sometimes not, I would imagine, is when the emergency maintenance is actually needed. Ooh. So close. So close. Oof. That was almost low. Yeah, so a couple of reminders. I want it because I need to keep saying it so I don't forget and don't have it that people miss it. So there will be no stream on Thursday. Tomorrow is gonna be fun because we're gonna have the patch. We're gonna basically get one round to warm up, and then we're just gonna have to deal with whatever the patch brings. So we're gonna try and make plat, or try and make the cut in plat rather. We'll see what we can do there. If we make the cut, we're going to play all 4 rounds tomorrow. Also, tomorrow, around the time that the patch drops, my plan is to release a best shots of Season 1 video. That putt will not be going on it. Trying to think if there's anything else I can think of. Don't think anything else is coming to mind right now. We're gonna be playing True Sim after this. Hopefully we can keep playing like we have been. Mayhaps find a dub. That'd be pretty cool. But we cannot put the cart before the horse. We gotta show up, we've gotta make reads, we've gotta hit inputs. And then we've gotta hopefully make a couple of putts. But we've been playing very well. As long as I can stay out of my own way, we should be able to do some good stuff. Hey, what's going on, Paintball? Welcome back. How's it going today? Left the face open. It's gonna be short enough it should kick further to the left. I just don't know how the release is from back there. Pretty good. Pretty good release. Sometimes you get away with missed inputs. Sometimes you get away with them. don't think I want to carry this to 204. Is twirling? Club's on a... Or club's on. Ball's on a decent line. Take those. You take those. You're good? Glad to hear it. I don't know how it is. I think if you're on, like... probably most of the East Coast, at least to the Northeast. We have been getting slammed by so much freaking rain. I think I have rain on the forecast every day from today through like Sunday. I just want it to stop. The weather was so nice. Thought April showers were supposed to bring May flowers, but I tell you what. I tell you what. It is just so wet. What up, Jimmy? Food poisoning? Ooh. Ooh. Better get acquainted with your toilet. It's not fun. It's not fun. See, I knew I should have aimed more to the right, and I just couldn't get myself to. Very dry in southeastern Australia, Darren. Yeah, not so much in the northeast US right now. Not so much here. It has just been wet. We've had some stretches. We've had some stretches where it's been nice. Yeah, we got a few days over the weekend where it dried out and it's been raining again. Not dev, I think game designer. Let me see. Yeah, lead game designer. All right, there should be enough room to work here, right? We go 80. Let's see here. That's 80, 82. Probably lands at like 92. That's 4 yards. I don't know, maybe the choke shot is... I pulled it. What was that input? What was that input, Colby? I guess we pick it out of here. I guess we pick it. I will say it's always a tough thing when you set your shot up for so long and then just like yank the shot. Like, it's okay if we miss it by like 2 degrees. It's those 5-degree misses that are really not great. There we go. I mean, we're disappointed in some of these shots. We're still 9 under through 12. So it's not like we're playing, you know, the worst by any stretch. Didn't shave enough off of that. Can hit it with a little bit of pace down the hill there. Yeah, I figured if I can get through that first little bit of break, have it just take me a hair left, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good to go. All right, par 5. Let's get after this one. Do you guys not even, like, look? I feel like I'm just getting back from scouting the fairway. You guys are already hitting? 227... 17 yards. We're like in between here. 206. Below the feet. Come on. Straighten out, get left. Come on, keep going. Couple more rolls. There it is. Oh, this one's for you, Lucas. I remembered this time. We nipple laser for albatrosses. I forgot on the first one, so I had to do 2. Add it to the highlight reel? I know, I have a hole out from yesterday and an albatross from today to add into the season 1 highlight reel. You know, the buzzer beater season 1 highlights. This freaking guy, he is playing with me. I hit an albatross. I nipple laser in memory of him, and he misses it. Why do I bother? Why do I bother? Please, Lucas, explain. Explain to me. Why do I bother? It's a valid point. The funny part with that last one is, like, that's not how I drew it up. In my head, I was left of there, like I was gonna ride the green, but that one just like got on a different line to the hole. I mean, and it worked. Don't get me wrong, it worked. Okay, that wind takes over a lot more. Again, our distance control has been so good. It's just sometimes on those diagonal winds. Oh, come on. I gotta not miss those. I really have to focus that a lot more. Effectively being 10 degrees open with that push open, that has to really hurt. That has to really hurt the putts. Sometimes I definitely don't give those enough focus. Okay. Albatross, why don't we get an ace and an albie in the same round? .221, 230s, that's 20 yards to go. If you do something like this, and I haven't been given it enough room to turn over, so let's do 93%. That's too far. Okay. I think I know part of the issue there. That's still all that open. Oh, that's so mean. It took like a couple little waggles right at the end, but I'm missing that side because I'm not taking my time on those putts. I think it's because on the hybrid plays the wind a little bit more and it's downhill. Oh, whoa, whoa. What was that swing path? What in the world was that? Okay. Let's make a decent effort here on let's make a decent effort here on the inputs. I'm having a really hard time visualizing this putt. I think I need to go a little bit more. Okay, that's better. And I didn't need to add the extra little bit. Okay. Okay. That is completely fine. That is completely fine. Yeah, definitely missed some stuff. That's okay. Definitely missed some stuff, but that is a-okay. Should have visualized it for longer. We'll have plenty of time to visualize putts here come True Sim. We'll have plenty of time. GG's all. Thank you for playing. Oh man, True Sim. We're gonna have to hit some good shots, and hopefully we can see some putts, make some putts. All right, so I think this is a good time to say if you are new here and enjoying, and you haven't dropped a follow or a sub on YouTube, it'd be a good way to find your way back here in the future. We normally stream 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. Get in there, Chris. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you for the follow. We normally stream 4 days a week. This week I've got family visiting, so it's going to be only 3. But normally we're live Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. This week will be Monday through Wednesday. We're rocking the True Sim tonight. We've got the Plat Major tomorrow night. And yeah, I guess the other thing is if you're watching over on YouTube and you're enjoying, drop a like on the streams. It helps me out immensely. Lets YouTube know that you're enjoying it. But yeah, we don't like ads being disruptive here. So Twitch unfortunately makes us pretty well run ads, but we're in control. So we're gonna take a quick 3-minute break. When we are back from that, we will hop into True Sim round 3 and then True Sim round 4 afterwards. We're chasing a dub. We are at 20 under through 2. We are currently leading the pack by 1. I don't know if that's updated anytime recently, but we are currently leading the pack by 1. Gonna try and set a number on the weekend here, and hopefully that is enough. So appreciate y'all being here. I'll see y'all in 3 minutes. Go stretch your legs, grab a snack, grab a drink, do what you gotta do. I'll see you in a few.
It's raining.
Ads. All right. You just give people a hard time back with it. Well, it reminds me of, was it back in 2K21 when we had the Alt Shot League? And I would play with M, and it was like I would take a lot of time on shots and like normally hit them. But I remember there was at least one match where like M was struggling, and I forget if we were playing like some of the Facebook guys or something. But I remember like I would be taking my time, whatever, and then I'd hit a dart, and it was like, okay. But they were getting so annoyed with M because he was taking his time like lining his shot up and then would miss his input. And it's like, I get the annoyance, but it's also like if you don't set up for the successful shot, because like the whole point, like obviously you're setting up with the intent to hit that, right? Like nobody hits a shot because a miss is relative, right? So if you're playing for your miss, there is a certain, it's a video game, so like there's a degree of accuracy that you can have with that. So if you miss your miss, right, like that's a different thing. But like if you don't take the time and like have your goal of like I'm gonna hit it here and like this is how this shot's gonna pan out, I don't know, I feel like you have to. But it was just funny with that, like he'd be setting up these shots and then he was just really struggling at the time during one of the tournaments. But all right, well, the weekend is here and we are sitting as the leaders, 20 under through 2 rounds. 19 under is how close it is behind us. So we've got to go out here and play just like we did in rounds 1 and 2, hopefully even better. And let's just go out and try and stick to our game. We've been furs, gurs, try and get some close proximities, make some putts, chip away at what we can. We've got back tees, high winds out of the south, and it's playing defaults across the board. So that is 3 straight rounds of defaults on these fairways and greens. So it is firm. I think that's 149 was the green speed, but let's take it one shot at a time, try and set up, try and execute, and just see what we can do here. 9 out of 10 times you miss a shot because of your input being off, like you pull it or close the face. Barely, yeah. But like if you start to get lax with your setup, right? If you start to get lax with your setup like that all can compound. .215. Get some wind at the back, bound it down. I don't know. I'm okay. Let's take a choke tee shot. There we go. This may still get out far enough that, yeah, we're inside that 100-yard mark. Okay, wind is at the back a little bit. I was thinking about maybe taking the 4-iron there, having our 215 club. But it is what it is. It looks like it's pretty steep uphill back there, so I feel like we're trying to just hit it like right before the hole here. Kind of run it out to that 94, which with this wind at the back, 94, which means it's playing like 95, 96, and then this wind. We're trying to cut it underneath, but it's going to be taily. Let's see, if we play at 91%, I hit it 90. That's gonna be just fine. Little right to left, get it just on this right edge. with some pace. Drive it home. I still need to focus on that. I still need to focus on that that input. All right, par 5. Let's just run it up this right-hand side. Well, pull closed. So glad I aimed up the right-hand side because now we're on the left-hand side. Stay in the light. Stay in the light. We're 250 though. I think angle of attack. I think we can still get there. I think we can still get there. We just have to go. We just have to go right. So if I want to go over like the center of the green here, that is going to be aiming. Is that where I'm aimed right now? I think it is. And then I need a little bit, it's uphill, but wind. I'm gonna go just a little bit more to the right. I mean, pretty good from there. Yeah, what's going on, Smithers? Welcome back. Making it just in time for the action. Hole 2, round 3. We're up 5 inches. Definitely seeing right to left at the feet. But it almost feels like it's right to left, but not as strong the rest of the way. It's just like this early part has some taper to it. It didn't break at the start. It was not. That's the thing. You start to get these like deceptive, and that's why it's so tough, because in real life you can feel greens with your feet. This you're trying to go off of visuals alone. But we'll take the 2 putt. Xavier, thank you for the follow. What's going on, Miss Bella? I play golf with myself. Ooh, okay. This is one that we probably don't want to be crazy aggressive with, right? It's uphill. The wind's not going to get me there on my 4-iron. Choke this. And just kind of go straight at it and see what we can do. I did not mean to 97% it. That was a default power that I didn't fix, but that's gonna work out phenomenally. That took so much of the speed out of it. The update to impact gameplay? Yeah, because the approach shots and stuff are gonna be more like the approach shots are going to be more like the tee shots in terms of their forgiveness. So it's gonna be pretty tight. Yeah, we hit our tee shots a lot, so I'm not necessarily thinking that like things are gonna change a crazy amount for us. But that being said, man, that snaps so hard. I'm trying to hit that through and it just snapped. I mean, I did not hit it good. Come on, Colby. I think I shoved. Okay, you got to focus on the putts. You got to focus on the putts. I think what happened is I shoved my first putt offline, and then I hit a good swing plane and royally botched the line of approach on the next. Okay, so keep the head on. Pay attention to those swings. Okay, this is the first time that we can't go for it. This is the first time that we can't go for it. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take this 8-iron here. We are at Merion East, Smithers. Merion East. Lay this up. Downhill lie, like this is gonna come out hot. This is gonna come out hot. $36, $40, $142, $48. It's not gonna be 16. I left the face open. My adjustments were good. Par 5 playing very difficult on this round. Fairly straight looking putt though up the hill. See if we can make a good read here. Maybe we can make one from long range. Fear of Heights, thank you for the follow. One foot up the hill. Need a little bit more pace. I'm gonna put it just a touch to the right. 70%. Oh no, that was way more. That was way more. What is happening? What is happening? Colby. Okay. I only feel a little bit sick to my stomach right now. Let's make it back. One at a time. Maxi, this is True Sim. So True Sim we play on difficulty setting where we can't zoom out to the green. We don't have green grids. We don't have lie grids. And it tests your patience. It tests your patience. I'm currently doing some pretty dumb stuff. I just need to focus up and not let these greens get the best of me. Okay, that came out a little bit short. Uphill, right to left. I don't know why those last ones just like broke so much on me. Okay, just feels like everything's breaking quite a bit, so I I think that's the adjustment that I have to make. So we doubled the par 5. We doubled the par 5 because you had to lay up and then we like yeah. Or 4 putted, I guess. Okay. Not the end of the world, but that's a horrible way to go. $47, 136, go 131. It's flighting it under the wind. It's gonna be the 7 yards short. 36, 35, maybe. Okay, we need more of those. Yeah, they're just breaking so much. I don't know why I don't remember them breaking that much yesterday. But okay, we're even through 6. It sucks because we were 2 under out the gate, starting to get rolling, and then just letting the mental stuff get in the way. I'm gonna take a 4-iron here. What is that aim? That's out somewhere over the bunker. I think this is an okay aim. Tough part with this is we're gonna be playing our shot off left to right here. 122. That's more than 5 yards. Because that's like 15. I think I'm gonna play just like a full 50 degree. Full 50 degree, but it's below the feet. I mean, distance control is there. Distance control is there. See him break the whole way. Okay. Come on, we can rally back. We can rally back. There's still plenty of golf. There's still plenty of golf. I think this is again 4-iron. Hug the tree. Ah, I double crossed. I think the tree scared me. I think the tree scared me into not swinging the way that I want to. Are we gonna have enough ball flight? I'm gonna loft it a bit. I didn't aim it enough to the left. So I mean, we're on with the chance. Breaking right to left. Just a matter of over the line in which we're putting. How right to left is it? I think it's got to be a good amount. Flag is there. I was correct to make that slight move back towards the hole. Okay. All I have to hope is that other people struggle on some of these weekend rounds. Like I said, you 100% cannot put the cart before the horse. We played 2 good rounds, you have to play 4. Wow, whoa. That close came up way short. Hot dang. I mean, there was no way I was taking... anything else there. I cannot tell for the life of me. Short putt feels right to left. I think we're gonna lose the tournament on the putting this round alone. Everything is breaking so much. Uh-oh. Yeah. So according to that animation, we plugged. According to that animation, we plugged. Alex, thank you for the follow. Okay, it did. I got scared that we were gonna end up being short. All right, well these are breaking. These are breaking. So now they're not break. What? What is happening, man? I can't putt a dang thing to save my life. Like, what is so different from yesterday? What is so different from yesterday that I can't one putt a single thing? Yesterday isn't today, Casey. You ain't kidding. You are not kidding. We're even par through 10 holes. I've got a couple of bogeys, a double bogey. Just have not been able to get things going like we did yesterday. Okay. 100 yards, downhill with the wind. Definitely am taking some off of this. Ooh, good bite. Good bite. It's tough because, like, I think on some of these I've been taking more aggressive putts thinking that I'm reading it right and I'm gonna get it through and we're gonna be good. And that is most definitely not the case. Also, I think I wanted to hit driver and I ended up hitting 3-wood. So, it works. But I gotta focus. Apparently I'm just not focusing on things like I should. 62. $43. Alright, I'm gonna go with this. No, I'm gonna... Could be if... no. 63. 57. 38. I mean, this could be like just shy of pin high. I think that's why I want to go full 8 with maybe a touch of loft. I feel like I just don't trust this. %. Well, I wasn't sure. I felt like maybe with that wind there's a chance for it to come back. But I felt like, I don't know. 3 yards would have been short. I don't know what this ridge looks like. Yeah, if you're not going to have enough legs and you're going to come back. We might have been playing it correct if I had trusted my initial with the choked. New season set you back to 65 overall? No. Rip putting game joke? Not even a grid? No. No grids. No grids for True Sim. And my putting game has been quite atrocious. Okay, that's a big one. That's a big one, though. We can make a run on this back 9. We can salvage things a bit. Get better with True Sim off. Well, that's the tournament, though. This is what we gotta play. Didn't cut through. I think there's right to left on this. Actually, I can't tell though. That looks below the feet. Online multiplayer? Yeah, so technically you all play your rounds at different times, but your scores are compared against each other for the whole of the tournament. This actually feels a little bit more on the left to right. Not like a ton, but enough that maybe we can go like here. Single player thing. So there's a thing called societies. There's a thing called societies in this game, so you can set up like your society to be on a particular set of difficulty settings. So that's what we're competing in right now. Don't love this hole in terms of distance. Average winning score on True Sim, a lot of times somewhere in the mid 40s to 50s. This week is going to definitely be lower with it being a major. Okay, 191, 185 for... Call it 182. $77? 167? Might be like right at pin high, so I'll throw a little bit of loft on it. Not quite close enough. Little right to left slider. I suck at putting. I suck at putting, and it's murdering me right now. Love Jesus, what's going on, dude? How you doing, man? My flat stick could not be any colder. My flat stick is normally cold. That's the worst part of it. This is like a new low. $21. Yeah, I feel like this could... I feel like if this goes as I'm expecting it to, get this wind to take us over. Go a little bit long. Spin it back. Oh no, that comes up short. It's gonna spin way down. Wind just got a hold of that a little bit more. It's alright, Stando. Made it here eventually, that's all that matters, right? I don't know, I'm not that good, so I get it. Peels left to right, I feel. Feels like it's wanting to maybe go right to left off of this curve to the side, but honestly, like, everything that I'm seeing, like, directly to the hole, I don't know if that's actually the case. Actually, might be slightly above the feet. I'm gonna hit it pretty straight. Now, that was interesting. It actually broke more right to left, like, late. I thought it was gonna be right to left, like, early. That was not the case. I can't believe I'm missing. I'm either missing them or I'm catching them on the low side. It's like I cannot read a single putt here today. Hybrid, downhill, downwind, bound down. Should be okay, right? Should be okay. Slightly downhill. I'm gonna just kind of cancel that with any other yardage loss we might get. 33. This might be like 5 yards short, 50 degree. Just kind of give it a little extra. Balls above the feet. Wind is kind of going that way too. 100% though. Not 97. 101's gonna be a lot better for us. I'll get that kick. Play with subs paintball. So we did earlier. We played the daily master ranked tours. Anybody is always welcome to join that. And then if we ever have time and we're playing like some ranked duos at the end of stream, play that with people from chat. I got a partial of 3-wood into here. It's not really what I want to be doing, but wind's off the left. We're gonna have to like play it outside, land it over here to let it drift left to right. That looks like a big old hill. I'm probably wanting to carry it to like 240. Hey, okay. So 240, 35. I mean, that wind's gonna play pretty good. I don't have to partial it as much as I think. I left the face open. There's the ridge I was trying to clear. F off. Today's not my day. Today's not my day. It's okay. Fully partialed is what, 25 yards, right? Probably need to get this out to like 28, 29. That goes 50 to 25 and 10%. That's going to be very forgiving amounts of. That's pin high, right? Freaking wind meter in my way. That's pin high. Take it off. Okay. I mean, we just kind of have to hit and hope here. Hit and hope. I overswung it. Overswung it. I can't see that. I can't see a freaking snap in the middle. Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so frustrated. This round has been a complete 180 to rounds 1 and 2. I don't know if the round is just that much harder. Like these tee placements, like, or not tee place, like these pin placements. I did it again. I freaking did it again. I didn't think about the hole, and I just took driver. Playing frustrated is not the way to play this. Not the way to play this. The heavy rough actually helps you here. Get up that hill. Okay, we're gonna get through this. And then we're gonna take the nice little mental reset in between rounds, and then we're gonna run it again. Okay, that's big. That's big to birdie 18, but we're definitely going to have dropped way down here. Favorite golf course to play? I honestly don't have one. I just play kind of whatever they put in front of me. I don't really have one that I'm always going back to. I'm just terrible with, I don't really have much for favorites in life. Yeah, so we probably lost the tournament on that one round, if I'm being completely honest. The stats on this are terrifyingly bad. Because it's still 89% and 15.5% proximity, but we were 28%. We made 2 medium putts. We made 1 long putt. We missed a short putt as well. 32 putts. 32 putts. 3 bogeys and a double bogey. All right. It happens. It happens. We'll see what we can do in round. We'll see what we can do in round 4. But we're gonna take a quick breather. We're gonna roll some ads here. Get the pre-rolls reset, and then we will go again. So I appreciate y'all being here. I thank you for putting up with my struggles, and we'll be back in like 2 minutes. See you soon.
It's raining.
Ads. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not even so concerned as to the like missing of the long putts. Like one of 8 on the long putts. The fact that we only had 8 long putts and we only missed like 2 greens the entire round says a lot about our proximity, right? 2 of 7 from inside 5 to 10 feet. That's rough. We just had so many putts that were like snapping on us, and I just couldn't get to a point where I trusted anything. Hey, thank you, Smithers. All right. If we pull off the unthinkable in round 4, maybe we can come back from this. But yeah, that round 3 went pretty horrendously. They're giving us medium wins. I imagine if there's a bunch of break on round 3, there's even more break on round 4. Favorite character? I mean, it's probably Jim or Dwight. I mean, Dwight is more of a character. Jim is definitely more of the relatable kind of guy. Okay, this is where I feel like it gets to the point where it's like, okay, what do we have to lose? So let's go for it. I don't know why I'm looking at this like I'm gonna chip it. I want to, because that's just like my norm. But I feel like you gotta go with the cheese. Got a pretty good lie, actually. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy with it. Like, look at that snap. Look at that snap, man. It just breaks my brain. It just breaks my brain. Okay, but we're just gonna chip away at it. We're just gonna chip away at it. Try and stay at a good mental space. It is 230 to the flag here. You probably have to land it like just shy of the green. I know this from before, like this is all false front. This is probably just beyond it. It's very firm, like I put some loft on it. Don't want to do anything, too crazy, and I want to make sure that I'm not too far to the left. So let's go just a little bit. Oh, I pulled it. And say more out to the right. There's the big false front. We've run above it, and the hybrid got through. So, I don't know if that's... I guess that's more false front on that, like, before the green? I don't know. This is going to be very steep. Looks like we're going to have to throw this one out to the left. Coming out of this bowl here. So what? Just we were above the hole, so there's no way to stop it? President Op, what's going on? That stings. I can't putt it from here. Can't putt it from here. So you gotta basically just barely get this chip going. That stinks. I mean, all of that stinks. I mean, it's a par. I mean, I'm better leaving that short. In my head, I'm thinking it's got a false front. So if I leave it there and it just bounded all the way through. If that's literally like a yard shorter, we come back down the hill. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. Leave it for the next. Pull open is going to be okay here, because that's doubly missing the same side. I'm just trying to be on the green. No putt's going to be fun, but it's better than being short-sighted. 5-inch swinging putt down the hill, left to right. I think. I mean, that's the way that it seems. From here, it doesn't look like anything crazy. But from here, just try and find some sort of fall line if we can. Okay. Again, we're trying to take these one hole at a time. We came out and we started scoring in the last round. It was just some later stuff that really started to take over our round for the worse. What's going on, Posted? 260, 271. Back into the two. Yeah, I'd have to really muscle this into the wind. I don't think I want to be down that short. But I think I'm... Honestly, I think I'm okay. I'm okay with taking it this time where we go with a little bit more club and try and get it down the hill here so it's a little flatter. So when we do partial it, I just don't think we're going to add as many yards. And so like a full 75% shot, that's 73 yards, right? 74. I call 78. And then it's the wind that we're trying to factor in. I'm gonna add a little bit more to it. 76. I think I just touched it. That would have been great to grab the eagle on that. What's going on, Z-Will? I am not Dave. I am Colby. Yeah, what's going on, Weavy? Welcome back. I know that's a little bit more aggressive up that side. Special rules like plat as far as chipping on the green? Yeah, it's all the same TGC stuff. All the same TGC rules. It's just we have no green grids, no lie grids, no scout cam. Like it plays the Pro Tour settings with a couple extra things turned off. Okay, I'm taking a little bit off of the 9-iron, which I know is more of a feel shot here. Oh, I left the face open. That could be bad, because I'm already taking a bunch off of this shot. It's okay, but it leaves us short and right. Bunch of break right to left. Good last second adjustment. Good last second adjustment. Come on. Double crossed. That looks like it kicks left though. We might get away with it. Okay. Give you a vague green reading book like the pros use? Yeah, that's kind of the thing, like, if we played this in like a really, really serious way, like you would be practicing the course with grids and stuff and scouting to see all the different things that are going on. We're just kind of eyeballing it with what we can see. Okay. I am hitting this choked approach. It might go long, but I am just trying to avoid this false front. Eyeballing it and having fun. I was certainly not having fun last round. I'm having a lot more fun this round. As we almost take the sideways kick into the hole there. Oh boy. I think with the wind shifting in on us, is actually okay. Because I'm kind of thinking that a partial is not the worst thing here if we needed to take it. 107, 105. We're not getting enough wind here. Actually, the choked approach on the 56 degree may be okay. Get a little bite? It did get a little bite, but it kicked. It's downhill behind. Okay, well, would have wanted to have left it a little bit shorter, but didn't know that one gets away. we've got pretty steep left to right. Lori Keats, thank you for the follow. So like there's a big slope there, so does it actually big slope like where we're at? That's what I'm having a hard time. Cliff Carlisle, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you all. Okay, so if I'm reading this correctly, it is going to be a steep one. Oh, just the pace was off on it just a little bit too much. Okay, well at least we're not so far not jinxing ourselves here and really botching anything in particular. 239. The 250s inbound down. Again, I don't think I'm opposed. I don't think I'm quite opposed to hitting the partial lob wedge. Becoming a little bit more comfortable with it. This is the full 100. 103. I think the wind is going to play more than the 4. So we give it a little bit of shape to try and make sure that we're through. You're throwing this in here, you're throwing it up, wind is taking it over. Spin right. Spun straight back. Sometimes you get funky depending on the slopes and the winds and the spins and everything. Sometimes they spin sideways for you. And that one we missed low. So I was trying on that one to be a little bit less aggressive on the pace because I felt like we were hitting them too far. And that one ended up not being great. This is a tough hole. Holy cow. So we've got to clear 234. 232 down to 244. Wind in. Overpower this to clear it. Oh man. Missed my contact point. Had the distance, I'm gonna have to super flop this. There's literally no way around it. I need to check though, is the green downhill? Because I think it is. This would be considered the PGA. They just follow the tour schedule. I can't believe that. Did I really underswing it that much? I was thinking that was on a downhill lie and was going to get out. All right. Well, I don't play the super flop a lot. I do not play the super flop a lot, so that was certainly just a judgment call that I completely misjudged. So unfortunately, we are going to tack on. We are going to tack on a bogey here. That's a really hard hole, but I missed my input on the wrong side. Missed my input on the wrong side, so what are you gonna do? Again, there's 280 to the flag. Like, there's not much risk here, I don't feel like. I mean, obviously, if we get in a bad position, I guess there is, but we botched round 3 so hard that I think we have to be aggressive on this round on these sorts of shots. It's all downhill here. It's out of the heavy. That's too much speed. Don't know what else I could have done there, or what would have been the smart play. Okay. I'm still trying to learn that. So if it's into the heavy rough, you still have to give it a bunch extra, even if it's just on the edge. Because you could hear how that hit, and it went... If that rough was, like, bouncy, you could power drive it. Definitely not bouncy. Definitely not bouncy. Yeah, what's going on, James? That would have been a dunk and a half, yeah. It definitely would have been. I don't know, it's like, I've played the hole all right. I definitely could have played it better. Oh, I underswung that by a lot. Maybe not by a lot, but that did not get out. Well, I closed it, so it did not get out to the right way I needed it to. Left to right at my feet? Looks like kind of left to right at the hole. %. I mean, that's not helping. That's not helping my cause. We've had a few of those today. Just go out and around the lip. Not much we can do about that. No, AJ, the only thing I ever designed, quote unquote, is like a little practice arena to have locally, but I don't dabble in course design. I would much rather play the game. Much rather play the game and leave the design aspect to people with much more knowledge than me. 153. It's gonna play down into the wind. Hmm. 45. Oh, it just did not. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Just in between clubs enough. I thought the wind was going to do a little bit more with the way that was fading back there. Oh, man. You still struggle with the up and down swing on pro? What, just getting used to the diagonal swing, James? Just because you only have one shoe on? I can't even feel the greens, so what does it matter? Okay, so here's the other test. It's 3 yards short. I'm gonna try and punch this like 4. Come on, just bounce in. That took a pretty firm hop. That took a pretty firm hop. Hey, what's going on, RJ? Get in the blue. I will say my best tip for consistency is try and be consistent in your posture and your setup. Yeah, your posture and your grip. If you've got the same thing every single time, then you can really focus on just replicating the same swing over and over again. Well, that's a pair of beauties right there. And that one's gonna drop. I'm making a lot of work for myself. Trying to finish that highlight video tonight, and I'm adding highlights on the last day of it. What's going on, Undefeated? How are you doing? Spitfire, welcome back. Hope all is well with you both. All right, let's go driver. That's uphill around the corner. But I think if we go out over this bunker, distance-wise, I'll just go like a touch left to that. Hold it a little bit closed. As long as this doesn't just like run straight through like crazy, it'll be okay. One thumb. I'm a one thumb man. 35. That's not gonna get 10. Pitching wedge, maybe a little bit long. It's right at it. Can we get another one? Almost. Almost. Mainly a lurker at night. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Always appreciate the lurks. Okay, think we gotta hit this one to here. That sounds like a hybrid to me. Out over the edge of this. Oh, I pushed it. Although the push is going to be good, and the underswing might actually be good too. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. 126, 124. We're not going to get there. That's definitely a big ridge. So we've got to be like left and like a 135 carry. 24, I mean, 36, 34. It's going to go long and then throw some loft on it. Out here to make sure we go left. I didn't loft it enough. It is left, but I needed to try and partial that, I think, to have a better chance. Straight to left at the end, I think? Ooh, no. Hold on. I'm getting different reads. It's looking right to left at the start. Trying to find my, like... The way that I always try and teach people with putting is, like, you try and find known goods. So you try and figure out, like, what it's doing at your feet and what it's doing at the hole. And then you can kind of infer the rest. Just kind of with some relative adjustments. I feel like it's going more right to left at the start than it is going left to right at the end. So one of those ones where, like, you hit this and it takes that line and then it just curls back in. Almost. Didn't curl as much at the end, needed to be more out to the right. Comprehend? Probably way too much time on the other games and then just clicking with the input mechanics for this game. I think that's really all it is like taking what I know from 2,000 plus hours in the other games. I've got like 2,500 hours now in the series, so just kind of combining all of that. 266. This is gonna be okay. Left to right wind. Left to right green. I want to be here. I mean, that's as good as it's gonna get. Just need this green to feed to that whole location. I would say that's feeding to that whole location. What's going on, Dukester? How? Educated guesses and some luck. Educated guesses and some luck. I took driver here. I like keep neglecting everything in my brain. I keep seeing, well, the distance looks fine, and then I take driver and I end up in the heavy rough left 3 out of 4 rounds because I'm just a complete idiot. I'm just a complete idiot. Little bit of loft on, actually no loft. Reset the shot. We're gonna just take a 100% choked approach. No, I'm not hitting a choked approach. I'm just hitting a full. I'm just hitting a full. I'm expecting it to come out short enough and that the heavy rough is just gonna roll. I think I have to do it that way because I think if I go up to the 9-iron, I would have had to have. I would have to with the 9-iron like partial and stuff. Yeah, Dukester, I have. I have not played a ton. I get out to the range more than I get to actually play. I think I'm at like 30 career rounds, so it's not a lot, but I mean, I love it. It's the time. You know, trying to find the time between wife and kid, and then, you know, streaming obviously being my other hobby. I'm gonna try and find the fall line. %60. It's a really tough putt. Would be sick if we could make it to walk this tournament off. That is not a bad effort, though. That is like just a pace too much. A much better round 4. I don't know what happened in round 3. Those pins in round 3 just absolutely murdered us. Absolutely murdered us. Don't preview the hole? No, we don't have. There's no scout cam in TrueSim, Marcus. There's no scout cam in TrueSim. All right, let's see where we ended up. We definitely lost to Vajek. Okay, we outlasted Stando. Yeah, it was just that round 3. It was just that round 3 that completely blew up. The other 3 rounds were solid. 9, 11, and a 9, but throw in there a 3 under round 3, where like you just couldn't do anything with the putter. Because like this on paper doesn't look so bad. I mean, the 50% and the 18%. But like, let's take a look at this real quick. 17-foot proximity, 83, but no 3 putts. We're 1 of 2 and 2 of 8. Right, but the difference here is 24 putts versus we had 32 putts. 32 putts in round 3. I think we were good for like a single bogey in rounds 1, 2, and 3 each. I think we had 3 bogeys and a double in round 3. Yeah. So, one round got away from us. That loses us the tournament, but I mean, still a good showing overall. I could not for the life of me. I don't know what it was. If it was those hole locations, I'd be almost interested. I'm like this tempted. To go back to round 3 conditions. Stando. Oh man. Top 5 in the world. There's no official ranking system with TrueSim. I would say that I'm probably top 5 TrueSim of the people that play it right now. I would say Scud is normally number 1. Bijek has come out and has been great. We've been playing really well with it. I mean, if we look over the past couple of weeks here, yeah, we finished 2nd, but we were 9 strokes behind Scud. Finished 4th, 17 strokes behind Bijek, 16 strokes behind Scud, but 1 stroke behind 3rd place. Yeah, we finished 5th here, 11 strokes behind Scud, but then 2 strokes behind 2nd. So, like, I would say Scud is by far number 1 Bijek probably number 2 right now. Third is probably a toss-up between Rio and myself. I guess technically, like, he's beaten me by 1 stroke for the first 2 weeks, but then last week, you know, I won by 5 over him, so yeah, it depends on how you spin it. As far as like overall with like plat and stuff, I mean, I don't know anything about ranked. I don't play enough ranked. What up, guy? Plat, I'm well outside the top 5. I can't putt. I can putt better than most. I think in like a relative sense, I can putt better than most without grids. Yeah, I'm a top 10 no grids putter, but put the grids on and I still suck. Not as bad as with no grids, obviously. Yeah, look at that, 50%. He made 12 of 24 from long range. That's who I need to learn from. I need Bijek to teach me how to read these putts. He was not as good though on the mediums. 50% on the mediums. So that's how you make the strokes up. Should train you? I mean, I'm always willing to share info. You know, whenever people have questions, whatever, like I'm not hiding anything. There's no like secret to my gameplay style or anything. I am like in that weird position of like, I am probably the way that I'm playing right now, I'm probably playing inside top 20, top 25 in the world. Because we've finished on TGC so far, we've finished like 6th, 16th, and 7th. Something like that. So like we're playing very, very good. But the issue at the moment is like I cannot putt. You play so fast, Stando? Well, I feel like on True Sim you have to. You know, the fact that you shot what you did without like looking as much, I can't putt even when I look at it. So like just imagine now if I didn't look at putts. You know? I don't know what it is. I think part of it is I think there's like a linear putting and like an artistry putting, and I do not have the artist's brain. Threw some darts and got lucky. That's fair. I mean, I threw darts for that whole tournament, and still, you know, I had 30 medium putts and I sunk 56% of them, which I think is like 16 or 17. Yeah, I threw a lot. I threw a lot in there and just couldn't convert a lot of the time. I mean, that round 3 was proof of it. We had a couple of short putts that then like snapped on me and all this different stuff. You had a True Sim win last season? Yeah, I had, I think I had 2 or 3 last game. I don't know. I enjoy it. Playing another round? No, it's 11:30 and I hit some more hole outs tonight, so I got some editing to do, because I'm going to put out tomorrow a best shots of season 1 video. So if people are interested in that, that'll probably come out. I'll probably set it to go out. I normally put the videos out at noon. I'll probably set it to go at 11. Set it to go at 11, which is when the season turns over. So just like time it with the end of it. But I wanted to look real quick where we were, because we were 86% GER. So we were second in GER behind Stando by probably, what, 1 green? 18-foot proximity on the tournament. Yeah, so there you have it. There you have it, Stando. I had proximity to hole for the entire tournament by over a foot. Almost 6 feet closer on average, and I couldn't convert it. I could not convert it. Yeah, I tied 3-putt Bajek with the par breakers. I just had too many bogeys then. So yeah, I'm a crap putter. New season comes out tomorrow, yes. Like my putting, this is mostly with grids. I am a sub. I mean, I guess take away the no grid rounds, and I'm like a low 80% medium putt maker and like a 40% long putt maker. But we don't really have that many true sim rounds relative to the rest of it. I'm a really bad putter, so I gotta work on stuff. I was listening to something that was talking about like a linear putter versus like an artistry putter, and I think it goes back to the whole I close my eyes and I see black. Like I don't have visual imagery, which I think makes putting really hard when you can't feel the green. Because like I try and do aim point IRL because I can feel it, visualize it, and try and just hit on a line and let the rest kind of take care of itself. In this game, I have to try and be a visual. I have to try and tap into a part of my brain that doesn't really exist and try and like visualize the putts. So like it probably would make sense for me to like have some sort of effectively a bead counting system, like define the break and have like an aim point and all of that stuff. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, all we need is one tournament for it to all click, but that's 4 rounds, right? We had 3 rounds this week. You know, Bajek gets off the hook with our round 3 just being garbage because we had the chance to go bogey free in round 1, didn't. Outshot him in round 2. Played well round 4, just round 3 was garbage. But anywho, I'm done rambling on about that. So tomorrow, new season comes out. Like I said, we will have a best shots video coming out during the day. Stream will be normal time, 8 p.m. Eastern. Should be interesting because the balance patch is going to come out, and that's going to be pretty big. And that's going to affect our forgiveness windows and everything, which we do hit, but it's just not going to be as forgiving. We've got the Plat Major. We're going to try and make it cut post-patch. And, yeah. We're basically going to have 1 round to, like, warm up, and then we've got to go into Plat, and if we make the cut, we got to play all 4, because I am off on Thursday. I've got family visiting, so tomorrow's going to be chaos. We're going to see how that goes. I really do not know how it's going to pan out. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. We will cross that bridge when we get there. Maybe even some Dark Souls. What? What? How does Dark Souls have anything to do with it? How does Dark Souls have anything to do with it? All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm rambling way too much. Let's just go say hello to Vandy. He's playing. Says impossible playthrough. How impossible? I do not know. I know some people have done some impossible challenge stuff in this game already. I don't really know what the landscape of that looks like at this point. But yeah, have a wonderful rest of your Tuesdays. I'll catch you guys back here tomorrow. And yeah, the patch in Plat. It's gonna be a good time. Night.